All right, so this is everything here that I bought online. I did actually open up one or two things because they really just didn't do a good job of like letting me know when my package was available. This actually feels worse than I thought it was going to. I've never seen a tent this small before. I've even had like kids tents that were bigger than this, so I'm hoping the sizes were correct. So I'm not really sure what this one is. Oh, this is the this is the 900 million lumen light. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that there isn't a battery in here. AAA. So this one is the sleeping bag here. It's rated down to 18C. So that's, I don't know what that is. I'll put that right here. So one of these has an emergency blanket in there. Worst case, I'll just use one of those. This doesn't feel too bad actually. Not great. Oh, the survival kit. The case actually feels pretty nice. Like, pretty substantial. We got emergency blanket. Oh yeah, this was a bottle holder. So you can hold a water bottle. Fire starter, some sort of ruler here. I don't know if you can see that. That is not really useful. I don't know, we'll test that at night and see. We've got a compass here. This feels like a child's toy. We've got another light here. Oh, that's such a bad feeling. Listen to how gritty this is. I mean, that's kind of cool. You press this down. We've got a pin here with the window brake. So if this one is any good, I might actually use this inside my vehicle. Got chain to cut stuff down. This carabiner. And we've got this here, which is actually pretty sharp. I think they expect that to be in your wallet. I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna get cut using this. But it could be really cool. And then also we've got the cooking set here. I don't know what this is, maybe a ladle, little bowls. There's a little ladle and a little scrubby. And then we're gonna cook on this tonight. Here's actually the fork, knife, and spoon set. I bought this when it was cold out and I thought I might need it, but right now it's like 70. So I'm not doubting that you could use this, but this is even thinner material than I thought it was going to be. And it doesn't look as long as it said online, but I don't know, that might just be a visual thing. I am glad that it did include stakes. I was worried about that, although they feel pretty flimsy. Hold on, let me pop this open. Oh man, these are the dinkiest little stakes ever. I might be just being negative here. These actually feel fine. They feel pretty normal. So here it is in all of its glory. You know, like rain ponchos at like the dollar store? That's what this reminds me of. Feeling of just super, super thin material. I mean, it's basically see-through. Okay, but let's go ahead and get a little tour of the inside here. It's a little bit tight in here. I kind of have to sleep in the corner here. Put my feet over there. So I don't know if I just miscalculated. I mean, let me see if I can lay it this way. Not really. All right, so I am a little bit worried about this tent. Well, I think I can fit in it if I sleep sideways. I can actually see through the floor. It's very translucent. I can actually see blades of grass down here. So there's gonna for sure be a hole in the bottom of this tonight because I don't have a sleeping pad. I just have that sleeping bag and an emergency blanket as well. So there were some things that I purchased that I think will actually be pretty good. I'm not too worried about. That bag seems fine, but this tent is not it at all. Like, this tent is not it at all. See-through. basically, and not in a way that's like, oh cool, it's see-through. It's just see-through because the material's so thin. So yeah, it's not great. It's not the worst thing ever. It was extremely cheap, so you know, maybe check out some of their more expensive stuff. I am worried, however, as to whether I'm going to be able to fit across here. I'm not the skinniest guy ever, but, you know, I'm not super overweight, so maybe I should be able to fit in here. For some reason it's coming across wider on camera, but it's pretty narrow here. So now that I'm laying on it, it's not actually that bad. I've got a little bit of room on this side and a little bit of room on that side. I'll go ahead and maybe start a fire and start cooking. Then almost 5 o'clock, and I've been out here for a while and I haven't really done a whole lot. I kind of was just sitting, relaxing, kind of enjoying outside. But I do have food to cook. I picked up like a Mountain House type deal, except I didn't get Mountain House. I got this other one. Let's see if we can get the stove working. Hopefully eat here before like 6 o'clock maybe. I don't know how much light I'm going to be able to film when it gets dark, but it won't get dark for a few hours, so we should be good. This is the first meal I'm going to have. I have 2 of these, the fettuccine alfredo. The reason I went with this over Mountain House is this actually had 22 grams of protein, so I wanted to try it out. Fettuccine alfredo, 360 calories. Should keep me pretty full. But like I said, I got 2 of these. Got like 4 of these little snacks. And then I got this for breakfast. This is Kodiak cakes. They make like the protein like pancakes, and they had this one, so I wanted to try it. I'll boil some water in the morning with this stove, and same with this. I'll boil water and pour it in here, and that's basically how I'm gonna eat. I had to pick up this huge one here. They're normally like half this size, but this is the last one they had at Walmart, so I'm thinking this will work fine at the stove. I haven't screwed it all the way on yet because I'm not ready to eat, but it looks like it's fitting, so I think this one should be fine. So I haven't talked much about these on my channel, but this is a butane propane mix. The MSR Pocket Rocket I have is pretty similar to this one. This is basically for coffee, but in this situation we're going to make like these meals. This little combination is great. These aren't necessarily cheap. I think this is like $9. I wouldn't say I used to be a backpacker, but I did take a backpack and camp, you know, for like a day trip when I was younger a lot. And these are really great for backpacking or just day camping because they keep your pack light and they fit in these little things. And usually you would take a canister about half this size. This one's probably going to be a bit overkill. This might last me a very long time. All right, so this calls for 2 cups, so 18 ounces here. Also, I just saw that these are made in Boulder. So yeah, if this is good, I might actually get more of these. I didn't know this was kind of local to me. It worked. You can't really see the flame, but it actually worked here. So we'll get 2 cups of water going. My handle's melted, so I'm going to be very careful with this. Alright, so while this is sitting for 15 minutes, I'll talk about how I felt about this in the stove. Now, I left these down, so that is a little bit my fault. These did melt. I don't know if you can see it here. They did melt. It may have been my fault. As far as this goes, the verdict's out on that one. This is probably my fault, but it did fine. The stove was pretty quick. So yeah, I did have to turn this down to move these handles, but tomorrow when I cook my oatmeal, I will just put it on full blast and I'll time it then. This was pretty quick even with me having to turn it down, so we'll find out the actual time tomorrow. This is the fork that came with the kit. It's actually pretty good. So I would normally just eat this out of here, but just to test everything out, test out these little bowls and the ladle. This is too small for anything, so I don't know why this exists. This is probably good. This was really good. This is called Backpacker's Pantry. If you're into the MREs, I would give this a try. Don't know why this is happening, but this tent is great at capturing flies. I don't know what it is. They are all inside of here, but nowhere else. They're attracted to something, so I'm gonna have to get all of them out of there and close this back up before I go to bed. I don't know what it is about this tent that's attracting them though. Alright, so it is now 6:33. I ended up going back to the car to go get my chair, some beers, and the wood, as well as some mosquito spray. Hoping if I start a fire, maybe the bugs will go away. So I've got this fire starter here. I don't know if that's going to work, but worst case I have a lighter over there. Test out some of these tools and see if they're any good. Alright, so luckily I did end up bringing that. I was pretty sure that other knife wasn't going to work, so I grabbed this just in case. So, sorry I'm cheating guys, but that other one wasn't cutting. No pun intended. Keep getting close, but I can't get it to light. And then after that, I've still got to light the actual sticks, and it is almost 8 o'clock. So I think I'm about to give up on this. Not just aliens. I've actually had a pretty miserable day. I normally have a lot of fun out here camping. I go all the time, and in my iCamper and my truck setup, pretty dope. The crappy tent and all of the cheap stuff just sort of, I don't know, maybe it makes it worse or something. I chose to make this video, so gonna stick through. Doesn't show up on camera very well, but you can actually see the outline of the LED in that. If I had to guess, this actually probably is more than 2,000 lumens, maybe about 2,000 lumens. It is definitely not 99 million. Okay, so it is getting pretty late. I've got 12 more hours left to survive. Sorry about this lighting. I put the headlight on the camera. Try to sleep. It is very uncomfortable. I'm already regretting this very much. Just sitting here even, it hurts a lot. So 12 more hours. I'm gonna wake up. I'll probably wake up pretty early because I don't see myself getting a lot of sleep. But I'll wake up, make those Kodiak cakes. So the trail keeps going this way down here. So maybe I'll go check that out. But yeah, this tent feels so like unfortified that I'm pretty worried. I guess I'm just so used to sleeping in a rooftop tent that sleeping on a ground tent that is made with paper, poncho, rain poncho material is not my favorite. I do fit in here. I just have to kind of like turn a little bit to the side, which is not that bad. I've had tents that I had to do that before. I will probably catch you guys in the morning unless anything eventful happens, which, you know, fingers crossed nothing happens because I have no protection from the elements out here. No rain in the forecast, so I don't have to put the rain fly on. Although I might do that because it even though it was hot earlier, it's getting pretty cold pretty quick. Oh man. This bag is 18C. I think I looked it up last night. It was like 64 degrees in this bag, and it got down in the 50s. So I had my jacket and you know, sweats. I ended up busting that out. So this sleeping bag, I had to unzip on the side. I think my shoulders were just a little too wide. Made me very claustrophobic. My feet were claustrophobic. I mean, it's not an uncomfortable bag, it's just that I get claustrophobic really easily. Yeah, there's a big bump kind of right in the middle of this. Also, I'm off kilter. I'm so used to being in my rooftop tents and being able to set a level on it and it being really nice. Some of you guys may have seen in another video I did hot tent camping, which is sort of similar to this, although it actually doesn't have a floor to it, so it's actually more primitive than this. But I think being on the snow actually really helped because I could level it out. Here it's just rocks and dirt. Alright, so I slept in quite a bit, and slept is a little bit of a stretch because I woke up at like 5:30 this morning, and I've been trying to keep sleeping, but you know, typically I would wake up at like 7:30 or 8 when I'm camping. It's almost 8:30 now. I have like 4 hours left and nothing to do but make myself coffee and breakfast. So no real rush this morning. I'm gonna go ahead and make coffee now, and then I guess I'll just sit in my chair for a few hours. So far, the sleeping bag and the tent are a no-go for me. Alright, so that crow is driving me nuts. I think he's not happy I'm here. He just keeps screaming at me. Anyway, I'm actually going to start off with coffee. Perfect time to test out this Wildland coffee. It's basically coffee tea bag. So all I need to do is heat up, boil some water. You know, do this like a normal tea bag, and 5 to 8 minutes. This makes 8 ounces of coffee, so 8 ounces of water. Yeah, I'm pretty delirious. I set my arm down earlier and thought I was getting bit, and the coffee was steeping right here. So yeah, I definitely did not get enough sleep last night. But I will say this coffee is really good. Yeah, a lot less stuff I have to use. I don't have to bring filters and coffee. Sit here and enjoy this coffee for like 10 more minutes. It's 9 right now. I'm gonna make the Kodiak cakes. Oh man. Yeah, maybe I'll feel different after this coffee and breakfast, but yeah, I'll probably head home, take a shower, and go to bed for like 2 hours or so. So twice in a row I accidentally left these here, but yeah, we're gonna do it correct this time. So yeah, this melted even with it out, so either I'm gonna have to remove this plastic if I want to use it again, or I'll just use my Stanley one next time. Probably the Stanley one next time. No matter how far back in the woods you go, you can never escape planes. See that, how easily that popped? Forgot to mention that last night when I was eating that chicken Alfredo, I went in and it dumped it all down my shirt. There might be some stains on it, but so if you're going to use these, you need to push this all the way up to keep it from doing that. I keep forgetting, and I'll just dump food on myself. I think the best thing so far has been the stove. I'm actually impressed with that. I think I'm going to keep the stove. And the survival kit was okay. It wasn't great. I was actually going to do a giveaway with some of this stuff after the video, but I decided I don't think I'm going to go that route. So I think what I will do though is give away 5 patches. In the comments, all you got to do is leave a comment, and 5 people will be picked to get a patch. Man, y'all, I really screwed up. If I had just come down a few thousand feet, this would have been a much better place. I really screwed up by not just going a few thousand feet further, because this is very much ideal for camping down here. Decent tree cover here, and very soft ground. You know, there's very soft plants down here, and a lot of pine needles and stuff, this would have been a much better place to camp. It's so much more flat, and I probably would have actually gotten a full night's sleep. It is 10:20. I've got 2 more hours. I'll probably start packing here in about an hour. So, yeah, fun stuff. All right, y'all, I've been chilling in the tent. It is so hot, I'm dying in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and start packing. I'm 30 minutes away from the finish line, so once I get packed and start heading up, it'll be about 12 o'clock. So yeah, while I was doing research for this, I actually found a lot of really great brands on Wish, but I will do a separate video on like actual useful stuff on Wish. Most of this stuff really wasn't very good. I mean, I did purposely pick the cheapest stuff so I could stay within a you know, certain price range. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the stove actually. I think I'm gonna end up keeping that one. When I was bored earlier, I started peeling away the little green thing. So I'm gonna just go ahead when I get home and cut all that off. And I think I'm gonna use that stove and the pot actually from now on. The rest of the stuff that was in there, like the little bowls and stuff, not for me. Go ahead and stop rambling and pack up this stuff. Considering I'm never using any of that stuff again, I could just ball it up and put it in my trash caddy. Maybe I'll donate to Goodwill or something like that, although I don't know that I want to pass this on. It wasn't bad, but it might be good for kids. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think below. What should I do with this extra gear that I didn't use? Not really useful for me. It's already past the return window, so I don't know. I don't want to just create trash, so let me know what you guys think. Just came out all on its own. I don't know if that came out in the middle of the night or what, but these are trash. I don't know what they were thinking with these. It only cost a few cents to get like a little plastic one. I don't know what they were thinking with this. It actually did fit back in, but it was a lot of work. Guess you can just compress it. I'm gonna try to put this in here, but the hole is way too small, so I might not end up doing that. Yeah, it's literally like the meme, so yeah, I don't know. We'll try to get in there. All right, y'all, back at the car. Got everything packed. 24 hours. I'm gonna go get some Wendy's or In-N-Out. It is so hot. See you guys in the next one.